Mavs fans seething after Luka Doncic's latest accolade. If you're a Maverick fan, you have to watch this. The Dallas Mavericks fanbase is still coming to grips with the reality of a post-Luka Doncic era. Ever since the blockbuster trade that sent Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers earlier this year, frustration, disbelief, and even outright anger have defined the Mavericks community. And just when it seemed like emotions might finally start to settle, Doncic has given Mavs fans another bitter reminder of what they lost. Earlier today, ahead of the Eurobasket quarterfinals, Doncic was announced as a nominee for Best Defensive Player of Eurobasket. For many, the nomination came as a surprise, if not outright shocking. Doncic, long criticized for his defensive limitations in the NBA, is suddenly being recognized for his effort and impact on that end of the floor, something Dallas front office specifically pointed to as a weakness when defending their decision to move him. Luka Doncic's defensive league Eurobasket is not an NBA-level competition, but the numbers don't lie. Doncic currently leads the tournament in steals per game at 3.2 while also averaging 0.7 blocks per game. That's a remarkable jump compared to his NBA career, where he has never averaged more than 1.2 steals or 0.6 blocks in a single season. Slovenia, his national team, has proudly submitted him as their nominee for the award. Fans clicking on the official Eurobasket ballot find Doncic listed alongside 15 other quarter-finalists. Among the field, Doncic and Isaac Bonga, formerly of the Washington Wizards, are the early fan favorites, each commanding about 13% of the vote. For Luka, this recognition is more than just a line on his resume. It's a signal to critics, especially in Dallas, that he is capable of elevating his defense when motivated and in the right environment. Dallas fans take it personally. That's exactly where the wound reopens for Mavericks fans. General manager Nico Harrison and the Dallas front office had cited Doncic's inconsistent defense, conditioning concerns, and supposed incompatibility with their future roster vision as reasons for trading him to Los Angeles. While many in the league questioned that rationale at the time, Mavs leadership doubled down by suggesting the team would never become a true contender with Doncic's perceived lack of commitment to defense. Now, just months later, Doncic is being praised on an international stage for the very skill Dallas insisted he didn't bring to the table. The frustration is palpable. Social media feeds are filled with sarcastic comments from Mavericks fans. So Luka only learns defense after leaving Dallas? Guess all he needed was Nico Harrison to doubt him. We traded a Eurobasket toy nominee for, what exactly? It's not just about defense, it's about pride. Dallas fans watched Doncic carry their franchise 4 years, through playoff runs and MVP-level performances, only for management to seemingly give up on him. Seeing him shine elsewhere, in areas where he was supposedly deficient, feels like salt in the wound. The Eurobasket context. To be fair, Eurobasket is not the NBA. The level of competition is lower, defensive schemes are less complex, and the pace is slower. Critics will argue that Doncic's defensive numbers don't necessarily translate to the NBA, but even with those caveats, his performance cannot be dismissed. Through 6 games, Doncic hasn't just been a defensive standout, he's arguably been the best overall player in the tournament. He leads Eurobasket in scoring, ranks second in assists, and sits in the top 10 in rebounding. Slovenia has ridden his all-around brilliance to a quarter-final matchup against powerhouse Germany, the reigning FIBA World Cup champions and one of the favorites to win the title. If Doncic continues this trajectory and Slovenia makes a deep run, his defensive recognition will be part of a much larger story, the narrative of a superstar evolving his game on the international stage. Fueled from criticism, Doncic has always thrived when doubted. Whether it was the skepticism surrounding his transition from Real Madrid to the NBA, the questions about his conditioning, or the critiques of his defense, he has consistently found ways to respond. Dallas' decision to trade him, framed largely around defense, may have been the ultimate motivator. Doncic has looked noticeably leaner and quicker this summer, a testament to his off-season training regimen. His activity on defense, jumping passing lanes, contesting shots, and rotating with energy suggests a player intent on proving people wrong. In some ways, it's classic Doncic. The same player who relished embarrassing doubters early in his NBA career is now using Dallas front office as fuel on an international stage. The bigger picture for Mavericks fans, the question isn't whether Doncic can play defense in Eurobasket. It's whether Dallas truly miscalculated in giving up on their gene-rational talent. With Luka now wearing purple and gold, every accolade he earns will feel like a missed opportunity. The Lakers, meanwhile, must be thrilled. They've landed not only a top 5 NBA talent but also one apparently motivated to expand his game. Pairing that version of Doncic with Anthony Davis and the rest of the Lakers core could be terrifying for the rest of the league. And for Dallas, the road ahead is murky. The Mavs may have gained draft picks, cap space, and flexibility, but they also gave up a franchise cornerstone at the peak of his prime. No matter how they frame it, Luka's success elsewhere will always be a reminder of what they lost. What comes next? Slovenia faces Germany in tomorrow's quarterfinal, a matchup that will test Doncic's newfound defensive edge. Germany's backcourt, led by Dennis Schroeder and Franz Wagner, will put pressure on Slovenia's perimeter defense, giving Doncic another chance to showcase whether his Eurobasket defensive stats are more than just inflated numbers. If Slovenia pulls off the upset and Doncic continues to shine, his case for best defensive player will only grow stronger. And regardless of whether he wins, the optics will remain the same. Luka Doncic, the player Dallas claimed couldn't anchor a defense, is being celebrated for his defense on one of basketball's biggest international stages. For Mavs fans, it's a bitter pill to swallow. For Luka Doncic, it's sweet vindication.